Welcome. This is Majesty's Sussex Report, and I'm Antonio. Thank you for spending some of your valuable time here with us, especially on this Thanksgiving Day in Canada. So, happy Thanksgiving, Canada! I hope that you're able to gather with your loved ones and to celebrate the simplest things to the big things that you may want to bring notice to. Sometimes we overlook the things that we don't really think about that are so important. Just the air that we breathe, just the simple act of a hug, of listening to someone's voice. So remember to give thanks for those simple things that so many times we overlook. Celebrate each other. Give thanks. Be grateful, even for the challenges and even for the things that you would have preferred not to have to confront or to deal with. It all comes to us for a reason or another. Celebrate, give thanks, for we are here. And as long as we are breathing, we give thanks. So I hope you'll be celebrating one way or another. Gather in family, gather in friends, gather however you may want to do that. And celebrate you. Celebrate you for all the things that you've managed thus far. You are great. You are wonderful. You are exceptional. To celebrate you. Happy Thanksgiving, Canada. All right. So I had a thought after the last episode, and I thought, well, I believe in equality, right? I'm an equal opportunity kind of person. So, since the lady had her say about her love, why shouldn't the gentleman get his say about his love? So, today's sort of rebuttal episode to the last one is the persona, the character of the prince expressing his feelings and his love to that special person in his life. And I will tell you, it was some fun putting this together because okay, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say something that is a little bit too personal, but um, what I do want to do though is give you folks the results from the I don't know, what should I call it, polling of the last episode. So let's see which song, if any at all, came out the gagne, the winner of preference, I guess, of all of you. Well, for the people who commented, of course, and thank you for that interaction in the comment section. It was really great to read everything. So, Maestro, can we have a drum roll, please? Magnificent. Now, here we go. The first song, so the version number one received 4 votes. Chanson numéro 2. Second song, or the second version, received 4 votes. Also 4 votes. So we have a two-way tie. So we've got a tie going on here in version two of the song and version one. Now version three of the song received 2 votes. 2 votes. Received 2 votes, so therefore, version 3 of the song has been eliminated from the competition. Thank you for coming. Version 3 of the song, or song 3. Now, there is a new category, and that category is people who couldn't make up their minds. And that we call, well, I love all 3. So the people who loved all 3 and couldn't make up their minds received 4 votes. So we've got a 3-way. Yes, we do. We've got a 3-way. So it tied between people who loved all 3, version 1 and version, oh my goodness, version, oh my gosh, sorry. Version, oh my goodness. Why am I saying virgin? It's version. You folks know what I'm trying to say. Version 1 and version 2, and people who liked all 3. What is wrong with me today? Oh, it's a nice way of starting Thanksgiving. All right, so here we go now with the rebuttal. And this is the character, the persona of the prince, saying his piece as his rebuttal. The first song is called Unbeatable. So Unbeatable Love, My Meghan, is a song that it, in some essence, I would say, is also a rebuttal to the deranged women, and I'm sure there's some men in there too, that think that Meghan occupies the space that she doesn't deserve. So those deranged women who think that they had an opportunity with the prince, I guess the prince is responding back to you. But at the same time, the song is for his Meghan. Unbeatable Love, My Meghan.
I saw her once on a screen. A photo, a smile. Didn't even take a second. It wasn't fame or shine. It was something deeper, something real. Her eyes, her grace, the way her soul spoke through stillness. She stopped the noise in my head, stopped the conveyor belt. My woman, my peace, my fire.
They talk too loud, they scream my name. Mad 'cause love don't look the same. They wanted crowns, they wanted fame, but I just wanted you. Oh, you walked in light, they threw their shade, yeah. You smiled through hell they made. Every lie they told, every game they played could never break our truth. Forgive me for ever thinking I could find peace in that kind of world. They never wanted love, they wanted a symbol. You gave me life instead. My love, my Meghan, they can't touch this fire. Unbeatable love, we just climb higher. They'll never know what we survived. You and I, we're still alive. My love, my love. They said a black biracial woman long ago, but baby, you wore it like you were born royal. So bold. They wanted me to give them the lie, but I already gave my heart to my wife. Every headline, every glare, I see your strength, I see you care. You're more than beauty, more than fame. Your truth, your love, you're my name. Let them talk, let them try. We build our heaven under the sky. They'll never understand what real looks like. They've never been this free, yeah. My love, my maker, we light the dark. Everyone we turned into art. They can hate, they can lie, they can push, they can shove, but this is unbeatable love.
You stopped the noise. You gave me peace. My love. My wife. My reason to breathe.
Well, that one was was good, right? Not bad. Kind of romantic, but at the same time, letting people know. So the next song, let's see what the next one is. This one is called Dreamy Prince. And the mindset for this is picture Prince Harry as that little bit of a goofy personality that he has. When he said that, there's still a little child that still lives inside of him. And I think all of us should still have that little child that lives inside of us, that playful, that goofy, that creative child, that we should always celebrate that child and ever so often let them out, because they're so enduring, and it's part of our personality and persona that I think we shouldn't lose. Always maintain that sort of view on life, maybe, and see things with that joy and innocence sometimes that children are able to see things with. So let's see what you think of song number 2, Dreamy Prince.
I burned the toast again this morning. Lost my socks, forgot the tea. You just laughed and shook your head to say that's so you, Harry. They say a prince should be perfect, polished, poised, and calm. But when you walk into the room, you melt my royal charm. Maybe I'm clumsy, maybe I'm late, but loving you is my favorite fate. Was I ever the prince you dreamt of, the one that swept you off your feet? You're a princess, a duchess, but you know you're our queen. Through the flashbulbs and the madness, you're the calm in every scene. Was I ever the prince you dreamt of? Guess I got lucky with my queen. I'll chase the dog, I'll change the plan, I'll even fold the royal sheets. You roll your eyes, but baby, you're the crown I'll always keep. We've danced through storms, we've kissed through shade, but somehow, love, we never fade. Yeah, they can write their silly lines, but I've got your heart, and you've got mine. Was I ever the prince you dreamt of, the one that swept you off your feet? You're a princess, a duchess, but royal guy, no shining armor, no magic sky. But when you smile, the world feels right. You're my forever, every night.
And honestly, Meg, I think I nailed it.
Was I ever the prince you dreamt of? Maybe not, but you're my dream. You're a princess, a duchess, and always my queen. Let them talk, let them guess. We're the real love in between. Was I ever the prince you dreamt of? Oh, love, you're my queen. Yeah, I burned the toast again, but you still said you're my man. Guess I'm doing something right.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? At least I think it was. I I got up, I danced. It was fun, so much fun. And I like that whole a little bit comic, well, comical and just goofy and fun. The next one, number 3, is more like a grand ballad. You know, one of those heartfelt ballads, and the title alone should tell you the headspace I was in when I wrote this. It's called Eternity Wouldn't Be Enough. Ugh. Sometimes I just, I am so cheesy, but I'm okay with my cheesiness. So eternity wouldn't be enough.
I dreamt of you before I knew your name. A shadow in the light, a spark before the flame. Every road I walked, every sleepless night was just the world leading me to your light. And when you came, time stood still. The universe whispered, this is real. Eternity won't be enough time for me to love you. 1,000 lives would fade too soon. Every breath, every heartbeat, every sunrise I see, all belong to you, belong to me. Eternity won't be enough time for me to love you. I've seen the storms, I've seen the fall, but love like ours outlasts it all. Your voice, your touch, the way you breathe, it's everything my soul believes. And when I hold you close tonight, even forever feels too slight. Eternity won't be enough time for me to love you. 1,000 stars could lose their hue. Every dream I dared, every wish that Because loving you has no end. You're my beginning, my forever again. Eternity won't be enough time for me to love you. No clock, no fate could make that true. If I could live forever, I'd still run out of days to say your name, to feel this way. Eternity won't be enough time for me to love you. My heart will keep beating for you. Forever starts and ends with you.
Boy, eternity would not be enough. Oh, so cheesy and so romantic. I love it. I really do. I love it. It is me, completely me. Um, that that song, the origins of the thought actually happened in high school, and it happened because I had, oh gosh, am I going to say this? When you sort of have those feelings, and you're like, oh, I am so in love. And I remember writing in my diary, and this I'm writing to myself, not to anyone, you know, I feel like eternity would not be enough because I feel so deeply, so deeply. Oh boy. So the origins of that song comes from that sentiment that eternity wouldn't be enough. And I think love is sort of like that, isn't it? Like those first, I don't sound like oh, those first loves, like you have so many, but like the first time you don't know why you like this person so much, and whether it is known or not known, or the second time or the third time, and it's sort of that innocent feeling, that very first time, or when you really recognize this deep emotion, this sort of love. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. So, which one is your favorite? So, again, in the comment section, in the chat, tell me which one is your favorite. Number one, number two, number three, or maybe you can't make up your mind and you're going to take all three home with you. So, tell me which one is leading your chart of favorites. That would be fantastic. And so for those who are celebrating Thanksgiving in Canada, do you know where Canadian Thanksgiving comes from? Like, we know where the American Thanksgiving comes from, but do you know where the Canadian Thanksgiving comes from? The origin story. So the first ever recorded Canadian Thanksgiving took place in 1578 when English explorer Martin Frobisher, again, I don't do well with names, so forgive me, held a ceremony in what is now Newfoundland and Labrador. He and his crew give thanks for safely crossing the Atlantic Ocean while searching for the Northwest Passage. This was decades before the Pilgrims arrived in North America. So I guess, oh Canada. We're always like, well, we did first. We just didn't like publicize it or anything like that. Anyways, so the earliest celebration were mostly about survival and gratitude for safe journeys, not harvest feast. The harvest influence came later. Settlers from Europe, particularly the French, led by Samuel de Champagne, held feast of thanks with indigenous peoples sharing food and friendship to mark successful harvests. As Canada developed, harvest festivals became a tradition across the colonies, expressing gratitude for abundance, family, and community. Thanksgiving was officially declared a national holiday in 1879, originally celebrated on November 6th. Over time, the date changed several times until 1957, when the Canadian Parliament proclaimed, hear he, a day of general thanksgiving to Almighty God for the bountiful harvest with which Canada has been blessed, to be ordained and observed on the second Monday in October. Hear he, hear he. I don't know what I'm doing, but anyways. So today, Thanksgiving in Canada blends its early traditions, gratitude for harvest and safe passage, with a modern focus on family, community, and appreciation for life's blessings. Unlike the US, it's not tied to colonial or pilgrim history, but rather to Canada's seasons that and harvest cycles. That's it. That's it. So for all of you celebrating, happy Thanksgiving. I think, as I said earlier, remember to give thanks for the simple things, the things we take for granted. And I think for me, Thanksgiving is every day that I can breathe, I can see people I love, I can do things that bring me joy and happiness. I give thanks because even though it's been difficult, giving thanks sometimes for the challenges and the difficult things that we need to confront and that comes to us, I've grown to believe that those things are there to teach us and to prove to us one thing or another. And if we don't learn the lesson that we need to be learned, then it will come back again until we learn it. So sometimes when things are challenging and difficult, I pray and I ask for clarity. I give thanks for whatever it is, but help me understand, help me see. So I give thanks in this time, in this moment, for each and every one of you. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity, for your time, for your kind words, for giving me such a general pass on things that sometimes I don't live up to any expectations that may be out there. Thank you for allowing me to be, for this space. It has helped me in so many ways, and I thank you for that. It's been a rough 2 days, I'll tell you that. I wasn't going to do this. We're thinking a lot about my dad, and we miss him. We really do. Anyways, whew, thank you. Thank you all for being just wonderful people. The world needs more of you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one. Much love. Until we speak again. Bye for now.
I saw her once on a screen. A photo, a smile. Didn't even take a second. It wasn't fame or shine. It was something deeper, something real.
Her eyes, her grace, the way her soul spoke through stillness. She stopped the noise in my head, stopped the conveyor belt. My woman, my peace, my fire. They talk too loud, they scream my name. Man, 'cause love don't look the same. They wanted crowns, they wanted fame, but I just wanted you. You walked in light, they threw their shade. You smiled through hell, they made every lie they told, every game they played could never break our truth. Forgive me for ever thinking I could find peace in their kind of world. They never wanted love, they wanted a symbol. You gave me life instead. My love, my Meghan, they can't touch this fire. Unbeatable love, we just climb higher. They'll never know what we survived. You and I were still alive. My love, my Meghan, they can't take your crown. You wear your scars like grace in a gown. Every word they throw, we rise above. Unbeatable, unshakable love. They said a black biracial woman don't belong in gold. But baby, you wore it like you were born royal, so bold. They wanted me to give him the line, but I already gave my heart to my wife. Every headline, every glare, I see your strength, I see you care. You're more than beauty, more than fame. Your truth, your love, you're my name. Let them talk, let them try. We built our heaven, the very sky. They'll never understand what real looks like. I've never been this free. Unbeatable love, we just climb higher. They'll never know what we survived. You and I were still alive.
You stopped the noise. You gave me peace. My love. My wife. My reason to breathe.